Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bop Stop. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, hello, Mr. Stop. I'm like, please, call me Bob. Hello, Mr. Bob. Where have all the videos been? You haven't posted in like 6 months. And I'm like, I know. I've been busy, okay? I've been busy. I've been busy playing chess, okay? Chess is very time consuming, right? But we're going to fix that today because we're going to make a chess bot to play chess for me. So I don't have to play chess. The bot will just do it for me. So we're going to make a chess bot. I'm going to transition into whiteboard space to explain how we're going to make a chess bot or something. But essentially this is what we're going to do. We're going to use reinforcement learning, which I think is how AlphaZero does it. The two most famous chess bots are I would say AlphaZero and Stockfish. And Stockfish does some positional evaluation or something, does some depth first searching on moves, and I don't know. But AlphaZero is just looking at kind of the state you're in and the best position that you can be in with a single move, and that's essentially how we're going to do it. I don't really know how AlphaZero works because nobody really knows how AlphaZero works except for the people who made AlphaZero, and I'm not one of them. But we're going to use reinforcement learning. So what does that look like? So let's say you what's a good example? Let's say you're playing Pong, right? And you have what's called a state as a player. And what that could be is your little paddle position, the position of the ball, and the position of your opponent's paddle. Or it could be just all the pixel values on the screen. There's a lot of different ways to represent the state. In chess, pretty easy. It's just going to be the board position. In that state, you would take an action, which would lead you to a new state. Again, Pong, you have two buttons, I guess. I guess you have a joystick. And you can move up or down in Pong. Pretty simple. Chess, also pretty simple. Because you have moves. You can only do so many moves. So those are your actions. And then you get a reward. With chess, we're gonna do it a little bit differently because you only get your reward at the end when you either win, lose, or draw. And I'm gonna have to maybe play around with some reward shaping to figure out what is the best reward. I'm thinking +1 for winning, -1 for losing, and 0 for drawing. Or +2 for winning, +0.5 for drawing, and -1 for losing. But we'll see what works best. Yeah, so also we're going to do this the not smart way because chess is hard. I'm going to look online actually for an implementation of chess. I think this is going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. I don't know why I think it's going to be easy, but I'm I could do this in an afternoon. It's currently 3:00. So we'll see. All right. So it's been an hour and I've done some research, and literally the first thing I did was search up Python chess, and there's this library called Chess which I can use. I don't have to program chess by myself. And it also takes care of things like the castling and the generating moves and actually most of the project. But it does an interesting thing. So I had initially imagined it where I would just say all my pieces are uppercase and all my opponents are lowercase. What this library does is the black pieces are lowercase and the white pieces are lowercase, no matter which side you're playing as. The way I'm thinking about it now, there's going to be two agents, one playing black, one playing white. But they're going to be, it's the same kind of thing learning it. It's just learning both of the black and white sides at the same time. And essentially the scores for black are just going to be negative of what the score would be for white. And we're just going to keep track of the score for white and just put a minus sign in front of it whenever we're doing some calculations for black. It also makes going through the rewards easier. Makes a lot of things easier, actually. Okay, it's been like another hour, and I think I have everything working. I haven't tried it out yet, but I think I have everything working for it to just make moves. It's not going to learn from the moves yet. I haven't put that part in, but it should be making moves, and it should have, white will make a move, black will make a move, and so on until the game ends. So let's try it out. All right, so let's go through this game. So A2, A4, and black is already winning. And then black made H7, H5. White made H2, H3. Black made G8, G6. G8, G, H6. Okay. Interesting setup. This is the where opening, apparently. H1, H2. Okay. B8, C6. B8, C6. Okay. This is a lot of moves now that I'm looking at it. I'm going to go through them all. But I'm probably going to fast forward this in the video. Well, now that was a very exciting match. Very, very exciting. Really these putting the rooks weirdly behind the pawns on on the right side of the board there ended up just really working out for black in the end, despite many mate ones being hung by black. Beautiful battle overall. I'm very excited for this. Hopefully this this bot learns to improve. That's the goal, right? I mean, you saw it. It took like almost no time to actually generate that game. So it should be able to play a lot of games really fast. Yeah. So I'm going to actually implement the learning and then have it learn for a bit. And then I'll have it play against me, I guess. Great. So we have the learning working, and I currently have it playing against itself right now. You can see this is the output. I am keeping track of the score. It's probably still making like a lot of really dumb moves. I mean, it's only played like 200 games so far. We will see. I'm going to let this run. I'm probably going to let it play couple thousand matches. Yeah, we'll see. It's moving along pretty fast. The way I implemented things is extremely memory inefficient. So we'll see if that causes any problems. So at this point, the bot has played a little over 5,000 games. It has been drawing most of its games at this point, which kind of means that it's really learned most of what it can learn. If it draws, it means that it doesn't learn anything from a draw, because right now I only have it learning from wins and losses. It's playing against itself, so a win is also a loss. It's played like over 5,000 games. That's more chess than I've played. So I'm going to play against it and see if it beats me. Okay, so I have it also printing out all the scores, the moves it wants to make. So it chose G1, H3. It's an interesting move. Not a move I would have expected. So it really likes G1, H3, H2, H3, D2, D3. Those are like the top scorers, which is not what I would have expected. It's interesting. Okay, so I'll do it G1, H3. Yeah, it already says, Stockfish at least says that I'm already winning with that. I think I'll do a principal move and go, take the center. E7, E5. So here it likes the move D2, D4. Okay, like a weird Scandinavian. Apparently this is the Amar opening. I don't know. Against the Scandinavian, I usually take. So that would be E5, D4. Okay, so this is now a new position that it's never seen before. So I can probably, because the bot's just gonna make random moves from this point, because it hasn't done enough training. So I'm probably gonna end up crushing the bot. So it made the move H3, G5. I'm gonna let the bot train some more because after 3 moves it already had seen something it had never seen before, which isn't good. Yeah. I should try and make it like train faster. Okay, so it's the next morning. The bot has now played over 15,000 games. Still drawing a lot. So we're gonna play it again. It's been winning more as black. So this time we're gonna let the bot play as black, and see if it wins. And if it doesn't, we're gonna reconsider the project. Okay. So I like Queen's Pawn openings. So I've been playing a lot of Queen's Gambit recently. So we're gonna go D2, D4. All right. So the bot makes move E7, E6. Okay. Kind of like the Horwitz defense is a good move. I like. There's lots of things I like against this. We'll just take the full center. Kind of walk into the French. So that's E2, E4. Okay, so this is apparently new already for the bot. Again, on move 2. So it chooses G87. G8, E7. Okay. I make one more pawn move. Just walk into it. So that's D4, D5. And it's making random moves. H8. Yeah. So it's just going to move this rook back and forth probably for the rest of the game. We're going to change some things. We're going to change the bot. Because the bot... So it technically works. It's just going to learn like incredibly slowly. Kind of forever. Right? So probably not the best. Eventually it will be good. But also, remember I mentioned that the way I did things was really memory inefficient? Yeah, that's coming into play now, as kind of the move list is approaching 1 gigabyte-ish. So just holding that in RAM is not ideal. especially because, as you can see here, we've barely scratched the surface of the moves. So that's fun. So there's a couple options here. The one okay, make learning more efficient, meaning that it starts learning from draws, which will hopefully increase the move variation, increase the moves. That doesn't fix the memory problem. 2 is getting a better training partner. Right now, the bot is training against itself, and it's kind of dumb right now. So if it were to play against like Stockfish, where Stockfish is making really good moves, Stockfish would be, probably crushing the bot, and eventually the bot would learn how to deal with that. Again, doesn't fix the memory problem, but would probably speed up training. 3, another way to speed up training is to kind of seed the training. This is called inverse reinforcement learning, or not really. There's elements of inverse reinforcement learning here where we, instead of the bot just starting from nothing and learning, it starts from an expert demonstration, where this would be, chess games of pro players or chess games of Stockfish and other computers, for example. So we could train the bot like that. Another thing is to change how I get those Q values. So right now, it only knows Q values for positions it's seen before. And because there's so many different positions in chess, that's where that memory inefficiency is coming in. So, and this is probably what AlphaZero does, is we can create a neural network that will evaluate those positions instead of just doing it based on previously seen data. What I'm going to try first, play against a computer. Like, that's not itself. Play against a smart computer, and we'll see if it can win. In a little while, I accidentally deleted all the data I had, but I retrained the bot. It played 10,000 games, 5,000 against itself, 5,000 against Stockfish, half white, half as black. And as you can see, it started just winning. Just whoever was playing white won after about 2,000 games against Stockfish. I'm going to have it play against me, and we'll see how it does this time. So, okay, it goes e2, e4. It's probably going to be making the Stockfish moves. Yeah, it's here. Extremely really likes that move, which is fine. So I usually go for a Pirc's defense. So that's d7, d6. And the thing about my bot is so here, okay, so like g1, f3. If I get it into a position it's never seen before, it probably won't really know what to do. But g1, f3 is a good move. So I'll kind of do a King's Indian setup. So that's do g7, g6. All right, so here it likes d2, d4, and we're already getting kind of to a spot where it's not seeing that many games. So d2, d4. This is a pretty standard kind of opening. So f8, g7, and now we're at a spot where the bot doesn't know anything because it's never seen this opening before. So it makes move f3, g5. I don't think is the best move in this setup. There's a couple options here. You can kick the knight out. You can just finish the development. You can also attack the knight and the center. The knight's protected, so you can't really do that. But essentially, if I was making all the top Stockfish moves. The bot could probably beat me, but since I'm not, the bot doesn't really know what to do. We'll make one more move, and kind of see what happens. Yeah, so yeah, it just doesn't know. So this project didn't really turn out how I intended. There wasn't enough variation in the training, essentially because it was playing against Stockfish. It learned how to play against Stockfish, which is bad. It's good. I mean, it made 3 comprehensive moves instead of like 1 this time. But yeah, still not really good enough. So I think I'm gonna shelve this for now, and maybe return to it at some point in the future. But I made a chess bot that beats Stockfish. I can say that, to be fair, it learned to play Stockfish moves to beat Stockfish, but it beat Stockfish. So it's a like and subscribe.